everybody, it's meteorologist Erica Martin with Weather Co-op, where weather meets community. We are going to talk about the current surface conditions, air quality, surface smoke, and we're also going to talk about when we're going to get a break as far as that wind profile goes for all air quality. So we're not going to see an improvement today or tomorrow. We're still dealing with a downslope wind. We're still dealing with winds ranging between 10 to 20 miles per hour for some. So you're going to see them in just one moment, that the winds are still nothing to scoff at right now. We're still dealing with downslope winds. We've got a positively tilted trough, which some of you might say, well, what does that mean for me? It just means that it's going to impact the profile of the wind. And we all are seeing the ash. I was outside with my dog earlier, and I could just, you guys know that she's like super black, right? She's like, oh, she's like a yummy little, she looks like a little fruit bat. But I looked at her and I picked her up, and she had all of this ash all over her. And I dusted her off, gave her a few kisses, and then just brought her indoors. So right now we're in our weather studio in Santa Monica, California. I might go upstairs and give you guys a perspective of what's happening upstairs, but for right now, we're going to just cool it and stay indoors for now, okay? That's what I'm recommending to everybody, and I really hope everybody is heeding that advice as much as you can, right? I mean, many people are out there helping people just actually move items, but if you don't have to be in the way, if there's another way that you guys can help, please be sure to do so, okay? So I'm, again, live on our Weather Co-op platforms. Guys, I will see you there. Bye. All right, guys, and I'm back. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure I just sent everybody from our other areas, from our other platforms, our other profiles here. So we're going to look at a couple of items here, including, if possible, let's see, we might even be able to get into our, let's see here. Let's see. Okay, this is what I wanted to show you. So this is going to be our hour by hour forecast over the next couple of hours. We saw that storm system moving offshore on the East Coast. We have the other storm system moving down through the Great Plains, southern central plains as well, being impacted. You can actually see a little bit of a wintry mix right around Missouri. And then we await to see what happens with that area of high pressure. We have another storm system that's going to be just rain across the Gulf states. And then here locally, I saw the potential for some rain. It was such a slim chance right around the 16th, 17th, 18th, and alas, I am not. It was such a slim chance. It was just me really looking and then keeping that in the back of my mind. Models do not suggest that. Let me pull up a different model if possible. Okay. All right. All right. We've got some great news, guys. We've got some really great news. Let me see if I can show you this product right now. Okay, we've got our live cam, our UC San Diego. Now this is, what image is this? Where is this one? I believe that's this, right? Okay. This is facing, I have like a million different products here up. I want to show you everything at once, right? Okay, this is Wilshire. This is our Wilshire 1 camera. You can see the smoke. You guys can also see, especially if you're walking outside, you're definitely going to see the soot. So please keep your masks on. Let me see what else I can pull for you guys. I might be able to get that up for you. Okay. There was another item here. Oh, this was it. This was it. This was it. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if that does a trick. Huh. All right. Nope. That's me looking at, let's see my media source. Nope. Gosh, I'm wondering why I can't get a model solution that I wanted to show you guys. All right, guys, sorry for the little bit of a hesitation here, but I'm looking at the ECMWF, and I really like the way it's looking right now. Okay, so I just brought off the ECMWF, and what I did see there was the potential for that rain to actually make it here. So remember, I said somewhere around the 16th to the 18th. That was my time of interest, and that looks like we very well. Now the GFS has pulled back a little bit. The European model has been a little bit more progressive about the run, about somewhere around the 18th. Okay, so I want you guys to keep that in mind. That's the next chance I see for any type of rain. I am going to once again show you what this product does for us here. This is our hour by hour forecast, current temperatures, and then hour by hour forecast. You see here we got temperatures in the 30s and the 20s up and along the East Coast, mid 30s, some 40s for the center of the nation. We have the plains go anywhere between the 30s to the 50s, meaning the Great Plains, including the northern, central, and southern plains. And then up and along the west coast, we have 40s for Oregon and Washington State. And then we have lots of 60s for California. We, again, are dealing with our fire weather concerns. Hang on one second. We still have our red flag warning, and we still have our high wind warnings as well. So let's highlight that. Okay, here you go. High wind warning. That will remain in effect until 6 p.m. And then, let's see. So the wind advisory remains in effect until 6 p.m. this evening. The high wind warning remains in effect until 6 p.m. Starting 6 p.m. tonight till 2 p.m. tomorrow. All right, so let me break it down for you. Do you see this area here, this like light brown, that tan? See that tan color right there? See if I can point to that. Let me get that. I don't know why it's taking. Okay, here we go. That's your wind advisory. Okay, so the wind advisory is going to expire. Okay, wind advisory remains in effect until 1 p.m. Noon PST tomorrow. Now in this, so this is the low desert. Okay, now I'm going to take you back to where we were with the high wind warning. High wind warning. Let's see. Let me go back one more. Okay. Yeah. Looks like there's definitely a lot of people on these products because they're a little bit slower than normal. High wind warning. The wind advisory in this region remains in effect until 6 p.m. this evening, but then we get a high wind warning which remains in effect from 6 p.m. this evening until 2 p.m. tomorrow. So I believe I told you guys that we were not done with the winds. We're seeing northeast winds still being a problem. As I mentioned to you, we have that positively tilted trough, which then will allow for the winds. So think about it this way, right? We're going to go from the southwest towards the northeast. So a negatively tilted trough, which actually becomes a lot more, I think, impactful when we're talking about severe weather, especially like things like tornadoes. That would be a northwest to a southeast tilt in the middle of the atmosphere. Now well, not really. It can through the surface, right? And then a positively tilted trough will go from the south west towards the northeast. So think of it like this, tilting. If we were going to do that, right around the LA County region, Ventura County region, if we did that, that will absolutely allow for a northeasterly wind, right? Which is what we kind of really don't want, because then that would be the downslope influence that we're talking about. So eastern San Gabriel Mountains, Santa Susana Mountains, and the western San Gabriel Mountains, Highway 14 corridor, the wind advisory, again, still in effect, and the concern again includes the downslope winds, includes the increasing wind speeds, winds, gusts, the compressional heating, everything that is not very helpful to fighting this fire. We've got the air quality alerts. I'm going to say that this is going to be until further notice. Now, I'm going to talk about something quickly. Actually, maybe not so quickly. Okay? So, nanoparticles or nanoparticulates are particles of matter that are usually 1 to 100 nanometers in diameter, but can sometimes be larger. They have a different physicochemical property and microparticles and can be used in commercial and medical applications. And they are pretty dangerous, extremely small, and they are they can impact your immune system. So I say that because, as you can see here with this air quality alert, it does include fine particles. So that's where we're going into the nanoparticulate. I was thinking about bringing in a microscope and just trying to show you guys what they look like. They're so small. I mean, they're nano, right? So they're absolutely just so hard to see. But the problem is that those particulate matters are responsible for causing autoimmune diseases. And so I want you all to be really aware of why you should really keep your mask on, okay? Please, please, please. Here we're seeing fire weather watch. Now this includes San Diego County. So in effect, through Monday through Wednesday, strong gusty winds, low relative humidity, Riverside County mountains, San Diego inland valleys, and mountains, okay? So now we're seeing the threat going farther south, northeast and easterly winds, 20 to 30 miles per hour, gusting up to 55 miles per hour. Let me do something very quickly, guys. I showed you earlier. First, I'm going to change the product with which I'm pulling the wind profile. We're going to go with the European model now, right? And now you're going to see again, here's your area of high pressure. Do you see that right there? Okay, I'm trying to use my little hand to show you. See? There's your area of high pressure. Here's your area of low pressure, the Aleutian low. Low pressure, high pressure, okay? So as we see here, that influence, and again, if I were to go somewhere higher up in the atmosphere, maybe 700 millibars, do you see how you're getting that more of a northeasterly influence there? Middle of the atmosphere, you get a little bit of a variable wind, northwesterly, and then we'll just go higher up for S and G's. You get that northwesterly push. Now this is the jet stream, right? So this is where we are in the jet stream. Okay, let's go back to the surface. Locally here, we have the concern for the northeasterly winds, and we're also seeing some variable winds as well. Let me add a few contours, including our near surface smoke. Let me see if our organic carbon emission shows up. It might. It might. It does. It does. All right, guys. So for those people who came in and just left, that's their loss, because this is what I'm showing you right now. Now we've got our organic carbon extinction map. So let me go through that with you. Organic. All right, so organic carbon extinction refers to the concept that a significant decrease in the amount of organic carbon in the environment, often linked to a rapid release of large quantities of carbon dioxide, can trigger mass extinction events by drastically altering the climate and disrupting ecosystems, okay? So this is carbon eruptions, ocean acidification, changes in organic matter burial. So that, I mean, the fire, right? That makes sense. So let's see the danger. Let's see here. Okay. Danger. Okay. Danger. All right. Let's see here. So, let's see. Assessing human impacts on soil organic carbon change. So this is, as we look at this map right here, it makes sense. Look at where it is. Look at where it is, right? Okay, let's go a little bit closer. Malibu, Calabasas, Thousand Oaks. Look at that. Are you guys seeing this? Wow. So this is our organic carbon extinction map. Okay. And let's see. So the idea is that the organic carbon extinction plays a critical role in terrestrial ecosystems, functioning as a dominant energy source for microorganisms and as a fundamental control on soil structure and ecosystem productivity. All right, so that is pretty interesting, right? Let me look at the dust extinction, see what happens there. This looks like it's more of a beta, but it might not be. Let's see if we can get something. Nitrate extinction. Let's use a different color filter here. We might be able to. Okay. No worries if we can't. We just saw the organic carbon. Ooh. Let's see what this looks like. I'm looking at different products, right? So that we can see what's impacting us. And we already saw that the organic carbon extinction was a problem. Okay, as we saw in that bright green. Let me remove the wind particles so you can get a better idea. Okay, look at that. This is our 3-hour loop. This is pretty bad, huh? Let me change our cube in the background. Sorry for the slight delay. It just, I gather that there's just so much data being pumped through this thing right now. And I'll have to restart it. But that's not right now, okay? So do you see this? This is pretty amazing. So once again, the loss of organic carbon in soil, particularly due to intensive agricultural practices, poses a significant threat to biodiversity and ecosystem stability, potentially contributing to species extinction by disrupting the food chain and compromising the health of habitats that rely on healthy soil ecosystems for sustenance. A decline in organic carbon can lead to reduced soil fertility, impacting plant growth and subsequently the animals that depend on those plant foods for potentially pushing them towards extinction. This is really, this is pretty much the impact of the 3-hour sat-rad loop, and I'm just going to say, let's see, hang on. Sat-rad organic carbon extinction. Okay. Ooh. Thank you guys so much for joining me. We're going through some serious stuff right now. I want you guys to see everything that's happening. Oh, that's a little too long. Okay, let me just make this a little bit smaller. Wow, and my computer right now is definitely giving me some attitude. Here we go. 3-hour sat-rad loop of organic carbon extinction. So, impact on soil health. Organic carbon is crucial for healthy soil structure, nutrient retention, and water regulation, all of which are vital for plant growth and biodiversity. Climate change. Look, I'm not going to talk about that right now, but are we seeing some issues? Of course, you're going to see some issues, right? You're going to see some impact by all of the smoke and all of the ash and these fires. So we're going to have to talk about it, but it's not going to be anything that's going to be a hot button issue or hot topic because I'm not going to go there. Food security concerns, sustainable agriculture, that's what we can do for it. But right now, I think with this fire, the only thing we can do is, A, stay out of their way, B, listen to what the authorities are saying, okay? The best way to help the situation right now is to steer clear. So many people want to help out. Like, this actually happened to me the other day, and you guys might know Jay. When he's directing me, we have another director that's coming on staff, and we have which I'm really psyched. I wanted a girl power director, so we have a nice female director who's had years of experience. But when I'm working with Jay, like he's always super excited about getting me out there. But one of the things we decided the other day was that we weren't going to get into the path of with using our media credentials. We were not going to get into the path of these firefighters and rescue management teams. I just don't think it's ethical. I didn't think it was right because the quickest way to alleviate this issue is by just getting out of their way. Okay, we're going to the animal shelters to help out. I'm also offering some free weather classes, some free meteorology classes so people can learn more about it and understand the winds and what happens. Like the next time you see something like this, what can you think about and what can you do? But right now we're seeing that this is our 3-hour sat-rad loop of organic carbon extinction. We're going to add our wind particles once again and get an idea. And I believe we have our European model, right? And then we went out a little bit farther in distance, right? And you saw here how we had our, there we go, our area of high pressure, so very dry conditions. And, okay, we're in the water now. Completely different product. Yeah, I definitely might have to restart my computer. I might be able to actually. Let me see. You know what? I might be able to and show you some other products. 1 second. I'll definitely have to restart it. There's so much data going through this right now. Okay. Okay. Once again, we had our 3-hour organic carbon. See, there it is. once again, you can see how clear that is, okay? And you can see that this is really focused right over the surface smoke, the near surface smoke, right over the fires, okay? Give me 1 second, guys. It's pretty loud in here. Generally speaking, I'm alone. I'm not right now. So, right, we are looking at the area of the fires, and can you see that we have all of that organic carbon concern over that area? I'm going to switch that out now, and I'm going to go with a different product. Hopefully, I'll get my surface smoke right now. It's definitely being a little finicky, if you will. Let's look at our... Yeah, I'm going to have to restart. Oh, here we go. Okay, this is what I wanted. This is our... Whoa, this one just gave us something. This just gave us our nitrate extinction. So guys, there's so many products here that I'm pulling up right now because this is just a little bit different than what we're getting from everywhere else. I wanted to show you our nitrate extinction map here. This is our 3-hour SatRad loop, but let me just change the name quickly for you all. Definitely seeing a bit of a lag time with this computer right now, which generally doesn't happen, which tells me that we might be having some kind of an issue here in our offices, or there might be some kind of a internet issue, Wi-Fi issue, although we have like a backup system, so I don't know why it's doing that, but that's fine. This is our nitrate. Okay, let me get that off of there for you guys. Nitrate, okay? That's another graphic loop nitrate. So I think you're gonna, let's see here. Let me get that for you guys. So we're going to go into the nitrate danger system, okay? So there are a lot of things. Also known as the blue baby syndrome, this condition can occur where there's too much nitrate in the body, making it difficult for red blood cells to carry oxygen. Symptoms include bluish skin, decreased blood pressure, increased heart rate, headaches, stomach cramps, and vomiting. Whoa. Okay, guys, so with this nitrate map, keep in mind the concern we have right now, all right? Make sure you let people who have children, little kids know the problem we have now is the concern for the amount of nitrate we have available. So nitrates can be dangerous to human health in several ways. We've got the blue baby syndrome. Infants under 6 months old are at most at risk, but other health conditions can also increase the risk. We have organ system effects. We also have the nausea, right? So you can become nauseated, headaches, abdominal cramps, and other items. So let's see. Nitrates are found in vegetables, but they can also be added to processed foods. You can choose processed meats that are low in additives, contain nitrates. Avoid charring things, charring meats. So it's the char. So as you can see here, nitrate danger in fire. Okay. Together, guys, we're going through this, okay? So the reason I wanted to show you this is in light of the fires that are burning, this could be a problem for our drinking water. And as we saw, our air quality, I think I did read something about our drinking water maybe being compromised. I'm not 100% sure of that, but just keep that in mind. Air quality, of course, as we're seeing, and cardiovascular or respiratory illnesses. Again, if you feel a little nauseated, if you have a headache perhaps, that could be a sign that you are feeling the effects of this this increase in nitrate, okay, due to the fires. So yeah, drinking waters. All right, so guys, this is something we want to keep in mind. Right now we're looking at our 3-hour SatRad. I included our nitrate loop. Please let people know that the nitrate, the available nitrate in the atmosphere, what we're seeing as a result of the fires, we just saw that, for example, eating charred meat isn't good for you. This is your nitrate map, and we did see that some of the impacts, some of the things you might feel would be nausea, headache, We're worried about the fact that this really could impact infants. So please, please, I'm going to see if I can write this down here on my notes. I might be able to put this on here for you guys, okay? But we're seeing, let's see who's in this bright yellow zone. Definitely Malibu, right? El Segundo, or Agora Hills, you're kind of in that lighter shaded yellow area. Calabasas, Inglewood. Let's zoom in a little bit closer. Santa Monica. Who else? Topanga Beach, Montanito, Malibu Vista, Riviera, Malibu Beach. Okay, so now we're looking at the 3-hour SAT-RAD loop for nitrate. There are definitely some major concerns as far as the overall impact on our health. This is quite sobering. All right, let me go back to see which contour we're looking at right now. Guys, this is certainly something. I'm doing my best to show you everything that I can. There's just so much information. I'm definitely trying to keep you abreast on the actual fire, but I'm also doing my best to show you the different types of concerns we have. We did see the organic carbon extinction map. We're now looking at the nitrate map, and then we know that that's going to be a major concern for water potentially, and certainly for our air quality. Let's see if I have anything else that I can show you guys. Perhaps this could be pretty intriguing. This is not to scare anybody, but this is just to keep you guys in the know when it comes to what's happening with our air quality right now. So now we're looking at our black carbon emission. I'm going to go with a gray. Let's see if I can pull that up. Okay. It might come off for 1 second. So this is interesting. Okay. Very interesting. There you go. Wow. Black carbon emission. Okay. All right. So this is our, let me change the title here for you guys. I know there's like so much information, right? I want you guys to really be safe when it comes to the air quality, when it comes to the water. I'm not recommending anybody drink tap water at all right now. Black carbon. Okay, this is why it's taking a little bit longer. It might seem a little bit choppier, but I want to go through this with you guys. So now we're looking at our 3-hour SAT-RAD loop for black carbon, which is a major contributor to air pollution. Clearly we see that and we know that. Black carbon is a short-lived pollutant that's emitted from incomplete combustion of fossil fuels, biofuels, and biomass, also known as soot. So you're all seeing it right now here in up and along the coast, from like Malibu to Santa Monica to El Segundo. You're seeing the ash falling from the sky as well as the soot. So that's your black carbon. Let me give it its own color profile here. Let's see. I might give it, let's see here. Okay. So let me tell you where I found this product, okay? How I found this. Okay. Okay. So I'm actually using, okay, so here's the information that I'm getting this off of, okay, in case you guys want to look this up yourselves. Okay. All right, guys. So right now we're looking at our 3-hour SAT-RAD loop of black carbon. The soot that you're seeing falling from the sky, falling out of the sky, all the ash, That's what that is. Now, once again, it is a short-lived pollutant that's emitted from the incomplete combustion of biomass, also known as soot. Air pollution, it's a major component. The particulate matter, we talked about nanoparticulate matter. Look at everybody that's being impacted. This is absolutely so dangerous for your lungs. A sign that you're feeling it is perhaps dizziness, nausea, a headache. Guys, wow, I'm so sad right now. Like literally, I'm just so sad. I'm so super sad right now. Our beautiful planet. I have no opinion on how this was caused. I mean, I do personally, but I just can't really get into that. This breaks my heart because of all the animals that I know are being impacted, all the humans, all the babies, all the seniors, everybody being impacted by this right now. Again, it's a short-lived pollutant, but look at how major in scope this is. Wow. So from Agora Hills down to Long Beach, everybody's feeling the impact of this black carbon. Now, the product that I'm using once again is the Goddard Earth Observing System model, okay? So the GEOS. The GEOS 5, it's being developed in the GMAO to support NASA's Earth science research in data analysis, observing system modeling, and design. So that's the product we're using right now. We're using a NASA product. I believe this may be I don't think here in the product that we're using, I have it used as a beta. I have another product over it that I'm using as a beta, which is a product that I created. But right now you can see how bad our air quality is. This is so bad right now. So again, this is our black carbon 3-hour loop. I'll leave that for you guys. And I'm going to step off for just a bit and I'll be back. I'm going to go ahead and update a few items and then I'll be back. I'm meteorologist Erica Martin with Weather Co-op. Thank you so much for being patient with me on this right now. This is definitely a lot to go over. Yes, much love and respect to all the firefighters out there. You are so right, Dave. I'm going to let this stream. This is so heartbreaking. I'm in shock. I'm in shock. This is our black carbon. Okay? All right, guys, I'm going to end this.